Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Uniquely Brutal, the podcast of fine arts and farts with yours truly, Ben Davis. That's me. And I am here to tell you I'm ill-prepared as I am for every goddamn show. But hey, that's the point of it. I'm going to, evolve into something, aren't I? And, wow, as I started, I was just feeling it. I was feeling it. And then I had to let it out. And so I let it out. And, let me just open it up with another one, shall we? Yep, that was earlier today, and it was a good one. And that type of fart. Let me do it again. Let me do it again. It feels good listening to it. It's like just the sound of that. Like I really relieved myself. That is the sound of a fart that a big shit is gonna come after it. That is this is a warning fart. You got a huge train coming after this with a big caboose. And I did. I was at work and I felt it. And I'm like, oh, get the camera out, get my phone recorder. I recorded it, and then I'm like, ugh, that smells horrible. I gotta release something nasty into that toilet. And I did. It was great. And I was able to get my job done afterwards, Mopping the floors, swapping the toilets, wiping them down, doing what a janitor does best. Though that's not my life, being a janitor, as you know that. I like to, record my fluctuance and share it with you guys over the internet. But I also like to make really cool, fine arts. It's not really fine, though. It's just, it's art's word. It's cool, modern art, and yeah, it's awesome. I'm gonna eat a grape. I'm hungry. My stomach's been bothering me, so I grabbed some grapes. Maybe some natural sugar, fructose will shut it up a little bit. So I got some shit to share with you guys today. I'm very excited because over the last week, from my last episode, or the last time I do these video diaries, because now, guess what? I'm uploading videos, bitch! I've uploaded 10 videos. I'm only 8 episodes in, though. And my last episode wasn't even a video diary like this one. It was actually me, well, my hands, you're watching my hands do most of the work, and I'm creating a fairy. And, by the way, me whipping up that fucking video, I haven't done video editing in probably 10 years. Which I am very, very, very embarrassed to say that, but what can I say? I'm a lazy cunt. Sorry. I started uploading all my videos to my YouTube channel. I got a fucking channel now. It's really fucking cool to actually say that I have a channel, that I'm officially a podcaster, I'm officially a YouTuber, and a shitty one at that, but at least I'm somewhere. And it's been one fucking week. No, it's been 5 days since I uploaded my first video, or at least 6 days. And it's really crazy, because I just looking through the list of the videos and monitoring, like, okay, I got this many subscribers today. Okay, I got this many views today. Oh, I got 1 like. Oh, that's neato. But this is what's really interesting. Some of my videos are apparently more popular than others. And let me just go down the list. This is very strange. I'm going to my YouTube channel on my phone, looking all the way down to video 1, which was a week ago. 20 views. Episode 2, 6 days ago, 11 views. Episode 3, 5 views. Episode 4, 122 views. Episode 5, 5 views. Episode 6, 20 views. What the fuck is up with that? Okay, why does episode 4 so popular? What words am I saying, or what words have I put in the description that made it people want to go to it, or that made it pop up in people's algorithm? I don't know, it's really strange. Again, go down the list again. 20 views, 11 views, 5 views, 120 views, 122. 5 views, 21, 10, 15, 17, 5. 122 views out of the one? It is what it is, man. It's gonna be strange. I am a new YouTuber now. And there's gonna be lots of new obstacles coming my way. But every video I have uploaded so far, a lot of people don't know this because a lot of people in general do not read the description, but I write a funny description for almost every video, and it's mostly a rhyme. When I say that, almost every video, because in the beginning I wasn't, now I do it every single time. And it's a rhyme, mostly. And I want to read off some of them to you, because they're funny, they make me laugh. Because a lot of people have no idea about the weird fucking descriptions I will write in these. And they're strange. They're utterly fucking strange. But I like them. It makes me laugh. I'm going to go through them. Hold on. I'm going to go past episode 4. Because that's where they get really fucking fascinating, to me, anywho. Alright. This is the description for episode 5. Just read the description. Every time I make a new video that comes out, especially a long form one, read the description. If it's a video under 5 minutes, I'm gonna put a very sweet, simple description in it. It probably won't be funny at all. But that's just me. I'm trying to be a better comedian, you know, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Welcome to episode 5 of the podcast. I was very tired during the recording that night. I was getting a lot of work done preparing for the... You know what? This is not that funny. I'm going to keep going because this is the not very funny one. I'm going to go to episode 6. That's where it gets better. There we go. There we go. There's me clapping my flap. Anywho, episode 6. There we go. This is better. Welcome to episode 6. Have you actually been watching every episode from beginning to end? Damn, I feel sorry for you, but if you really do enjoy it. Another day, another dime. Today we're going back in time. From the explosive industry of automobiles and freight trains, to the expansion of the human gut with the morbidly obese weight gains. Legions of disgusting lobbying billionaires that claim to be unsurpassed. But we're not going to discuss any of that on my podcast. See, that's what I do. I write these weird fucking descriptions that almost have nothing to do with the video you're about to watch. Because I like to throw people off. It's like, my fucking comedy is like that. My comedy, a lot of times, it comes off as really elegant, very nicely written poetry that is soft to the ear. It feels wonderful to listen to. And it melts, and the words melt together so well. It's not like I'm slurring, it's just, it goes so well together, and then it goes way out of left field. Or way into left field, I should say. And I just go into horrific, like, descriptions of serial killers and diarrhea stories and stuff like that within my poetry. I mean, that's what I really like to do most of the time. Where it's like, oh, this guy's not a comedian. He's just, you know, writing. He's just reading weird shit at this open mic, and then all of a sudden it goes to really weird shit. I mean, yeah. Sorry, I'm not the best at talking. I'm doing the best I can. Alright, episode 4. I love these descriptions. They make me laugh. They're really stupid. But isn't my podcast that anyway? Okay. Brr, 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 brr. Okay. Welcome to episode 7. This particular podcast is actually going to be very controversial. We're going to discuss problems in this country that are quite universal. On the internet, there's a heated debate over Black Lives Matter. However, I'm completely out of the loop from dabbing all of this sticky shatter. After watching this podcast, you may be so upset that you'll never want to give me a hug. It doesn't matter, because at the end of every day, I'm going to piss in a jug. And if you ever try to call me out and be all bitchy, just remember, during the recording of this whole podcast, for some odd reason, my left eye was itchy. I'm not gonna explain the context of that. Just go watch the episode and find out. That was episode 7. Okay, episode 8, I really enjoyed this because this is the one where it's not a video diary, it's me constructing that fairy, and you almost never see my face until up to the very end. But it's not even in the podcast part. Okay. Welcome Episode 8 will annoy you to the bone. This one's a portable podcast, and a fan was blowing the microphone. I recorded this pod over a year ago, getting stoned with my friends, so keep your expectations low. This cast is going to be a little different, however, because I blew a one-legged French guy named Trevor. I'm just kidding. I'm Ben Davis, don't you know? And all I'm trying to do is just put on a weird show. So, I made a cool, mythical, colorful, magical fairy. Now I have to take a runny dump because I drink a lot of fair dairy. I almost fucked that up at the end. Now I gotta take a runny dump because I drank a lot of dairy. Snap! Nailed it! Except for the first part. But it doesn't matter, I'm not gonna edit this together. This is raw form, man. It's raw, baby. Raw dogging it. Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm doing, man. I'm making weird shit. Check out my stuff. If you're new to this podcast, just know, just keep your goddamn expectations low. I mean, low to the ground. I mean, way below, past the ground, 6 feet under, keep it. If you really, the point of these podcasts, especially the video diary portions, it's a crazy person rambling for an hour to 2 hours. There you go. That's it. Enjoy. And that's what I'm going to do for you. And that's what I'm here for you, ladies and gentlemen. So let's do it. Let's talk about trannies. I'm just kidding. No. But I do want to talk about a certain transsexual, which I'm a huge fan of. And you got to check her out. She's hilarious. And a lot of people don't fucking like her because she tells the truth. And that's what is unfortunate about today's leftist culture is that people get so upset at you for telling basic facts, for telling stuff that's been proven in biology. I'm really upset at this shit. But anywho, if you're going to jump to I'm transphobic, I'm not. I love transgender women. They're fucking beautiful. I don't mind if they blow a load in my mouth. I don't care. They're gorgeous. That's a little too revealing. But, sorry, my close friends that thought, like, oh, I didn't know that about Ben. Okay. Blair White. Blair White is a really awesome trans woman who makes these awesome, hilarious videos about basically her pointing out certain bullshit and just her true and, opinions. They're opinions, okay? Not always. Guys, remember, I'm half retarded, so a lot of times I think I'm getting somewhere, then my mind just goes somewhere else. But anywho, please check out her channel. Subscribe. She's funny, and she's hot. She's gorgeous. Very gorgeous. What else was I about to say? Oh, yeah, I'm going to eat a grape. So good. I love green grapes. Never try tasty. So, let's get more back onto the topic of I'm a fucking YouTuber now. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a podcaster. I got jock itch, so sometimes it looks like I'm jerking it, but I'm just scratching my inner thigh. Don't worry about that. Okay. So, I'm going to keep uploading shit every week. Alright? This will be... But the point is that I'm not making it a hassle. This is fun for me to do. This is something I enjoy doing. Editing episode 8 was a lot of fun. I was so fucking high. It was really fun doing it. My senses were dialed in. I took 2 huge dabs before going into it. And I can't wait to do more video editing tonight. Now, what's really cool about these video diaries, I don't have to edit them. I just record... Play pause whenever I need to. If I gotta stop, take a piss, eat something. A couple of times during a podcast where my stomach was really annoying the shit out of me, I had to pause, eat a PB&J, come back. I ate a PB&J, jerked off, then I came back, and then I continued the podcast. And I just, played it right here. This is great. I just got my mouse right here. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Predators after you. Okay, that's enough of that nerdy shit. And I just pause and play whenever I want to. And by the way, I'm sure you noticed a little something different. I put my spit guard on the upper part of this microphone so it's coming around here, and I like it better because when it was down here, it was kind of in the way when I was moving my hands and shit. because I move around a lot. In case you can't tell, I'm a very animated guy. Woo! Okay. So, I want to bring a shout out to you know what? I'm too lazy to go on and look online for you, and this is probably somebody who doesn't want their name out there anyway, but a new fan of mine who found my podcast. I'm talking about you. I don't know your name, but I'm talking about you. Thank you for being a good fan, and thank you for reaching out to me on Instagram. I appreciate that. I have a new friend. Who knows? We might be friends in the future, but I got a new fan from Singapore. Cool dude. I don't know really most of the person. I just saw him like, oh, okay, okay, Singapore, awesome. And of course they messaged me, said, oh, I'm from Singapore, and I'm like, oh, that's freaking sweet. I got a fan from that country. Singapore's an interesting country, very fascinating. I don't know a lot about it. I know the things I do on this podcast you can't do in a podcast in Singapore because I'd get executed. Talking about the cannabis specifically. I'm actually very curious to know why are you a fan of me? Because I'm so explicit. I'm so raunchy. I'm so inappropriate. I'm so immature. And I do weird things, even though I make cool artwork and I got a good soul. I'm a strange human being. Thank you for being a fan to me. I'm a fan of mine. I appreciate that. It's only going to get stranger from here. Very stranger. Was I about to ask you a question? I really don't even remember. My brain's going off everywhere. But just thank you for being a fan. Thank you for reaching out and being nice and commenting on my sexy bod. It's not that good, but hey, apparently it's good enough for you because this person loves seeing me shirtless because I rock it out with these nipples. I do. I know. Thank you for being a fan, and that's my shout out to you, kind person. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep making content. That's another thing too. I'm gonna keep going on to. I'm actually freaking the fuck out because I have 6 subscribers now. I was going to make a video on when I had 5 subscribers. I'm going to make a video, guys, I'm freaking out. This podcast is moving too fast. Man, I got 5 subscribers already. 6 now. Like, at this rate, at the year 2025, I'm going to have, like, 40 subscribers. Holy shit, this is moving fast. So, yeah, I thought about making a video about that. But, hey, there you go. I did it right here. So, here's that little segment. I can maybe cut it out as a highlight here. Put it out in the... I should do a uniquely brutal clips version of like the podcast. There's like a clips channel. You can watch all the clips if you don't want to watch, you know, the 2 hour long form of me blabbing my brains out. You can just watch the clips. Yeah, I should do that. Uniquely brutal clips, highlights, kind of like your mom's house. I love their highlights, or Two Bears One Cave, or lots of other podcasts I can name. The Tim Dillon Show, which are all, by the way, all fantastic podcasts you got to get into. Way more entertaining than mine, I guarantee you. Well, mine's entertaining just on its own little level. A little special level. A special R-worded level. But it's really interesting in this time, in this really weird time period that we live in, which is 2020. Which is, you know, going back and reviewing and looking back at lots of older movies from the 70s, the 80s to the 90s. A lot of them, especially when it's like a post-apocalyptic or alien invasion or fucking Demolition Man or Idiocracy. In those movies, in the timeline, everything got fucked up around the year 2020. I noticed, and it's like it points to, like, are there time travelers that are actually here because they're kind of drip feeding a little bit into the pop culture to let us know, like, hey, what the fuck's going on here? Like, all the weird 9/11 being all the weird, I'm gonna go all over the fucking place. The World Trade Center. There was a series of weird pictures and depictions of the World Trade Center being just demolished and shit way before 9/11. This is happening in the 80s, 90s. Now, I haven't talked about this before in this podcast, and I'm about to get touchy, because a lot of people, they're very, very touchy on the World Trade Center event, the 9/11, which I have my own opinions and thoughts about it. Overall, I don't know what happened. I don't believe the official story. I don't buy it. Things don't add up. It sounds like a heap of bullshit. I smell bullshit with that story. Now, were the buildings taken down by two planes? That is possible. Now, at one point, I didn't think it was possible, because I saw like a really cool short article about, at one point in time, the Empire State Building was hit several times with planes, several different times. Never fell, and it's far older than the World Trade Center. So it's like, what's going on? But then, doing independent research and just listening to way too many podcasts, I found one particular one that pointed to, like, oh my gosh, this is probably what happened. But again, I don't know. And I got the information from Alex Jones. Now, a lot of people do not like Alex Jones because of, well, what do you know? He tells the truth. And a lot of big media people, thingies, majiggies, or whatever, take him off of huge platforms, or like, YouTube, Facebook, blah, blah, blah. If you ever want to view Alex Jones on anything, it's like you got to view him in small portions, or he's got to be a guest on somebody else's podcast. But I don't follow InfoWars. I can't get into the show. It's a little annoying to me. I'm a fan of Alex Jones himself. He's a fan of the human being Alex Jones. He's a crazy motherfucker. He's an insane and deprived individual, but he's entertaining as fuck. And that's why people gravitate to him, because he's like, I know he said, they're making the frogs gay, but that's not what he meant. He's a comedian. He's a fucking comedian. He's just not a stand-up yet. God damn it, he needs to be in the stand-up comedy. Trump needs to get into stand-up comedy. I am not a Trump fan, not a Trump follower, but god damn it, he needs to get into stand-up comedy. Trump would be a hilarious person. I don't care for him in the politics and being a president. He needs to go on stage and talks about how he, paid and fucked for hookers one night. That'd be a fun story to hear. I don't want to hear him debating. Fuck that shit. By the way, the thing with Joe Biden and Trump is tonight. It's happening right now. I'm not listening to that. I will listen to if they both go on Joe Rogan's podcast. But then again, I have not been listening to Joe Rogan's podcast much anymore ever since the whole Spotify deal. Have you seen that new studio of his in Texas? It looks cool. The studio looks cool, it really does. But to me, it also marks the death of JRE. Because I noticed some differences. And I know he said, I'm not going to change anything about this podcast, guys. Nothing's going to be changed. But I'm seeing changes. I'm seeing little changes. And here's the thing. Spotify has 100 million reasons to change things in Joe's podcast. He has strings attached. Come on. One of the things I've noticed, watching a couple episodes, not once, a few different, I don't know, I haven't seen every single one since then. Maybe if somebody could correct me, that'd be great. But the new ones, he smokes weed on the podcast, and you see it being puffed from the background off camera. I don't see anybody puffing the weed anymore. Firsthand. I'm not seeing it happen. And I know it's happening because they're exhaling off camera, but you don't see them. As soon as the joint comes up through the lips, camera cuts, and it's cutting to somebody else talking, like Joe or somebody else. I was listening to, it was Joe and Ron White. They were both smoking weed. I never saw one of them hit the joint. I know they were smoking weed, but every time they were, cameras off. Does the Spotify not want their viewers to see people in a natural setting when I say natural setting, is in a conversation mode. I mean, the setting itself, Joe's podcast, I don't find natural. I find his previous studio way more natural of a setting. What the fuck was I talking about? You don't want fans or whatever, and these people that are just having a natural conversation. You can't have the cameras recording them take a hit off of some cannabis. What is this shit? What? That's bullshit. You know, just because of that. By the way, please correct me, because I don't even know if that's true or not. There may be another episode where he's just, and it's on camera and he's smoking weed, but I haven't seen it so far. Haven't seen it. Have not. And I'm upset that Spotify hasn't put on any of the episodes with certain other people like Alex Jones and probably, is Tim Pool even on? He should be on. Another guy, by the way, Tim Pool, check him out. Like and subscribe. Check out his YouTube channel. Really cool, conservative dude. And his podcast is family friendly. He doesn't swear on it. So if you want to see somebody who has their shirt on and is not smoking weed and being all retarded like I am, and talk about actually interesting shit, very provoking conversation, check him out, Tim Pool. But anywho, yeah, I haven't been too happy about Joe's new cast. And I wasn't really a thrilled fan of Spotify anyway. The biggest reason why I got into Spotify is because last podcast on the left moved to Spotify. Before I was using Pandora, and I preferred Pandora. That musical app, which is, by the way, sad to say, probably dying. Sorry, Pandora. I used the fuck out of you. Because last pod moved to Spotify, I had to move to Spotify too. I wasn't happy about it. I didn't want to. I was really enjoying Pandora. I was enjoying that great music app and podcasting app. But I guess Spotify has got more dicks in the pocket, I guess. I don't know. I need to take a dab hit. Yeah, at least this is something that you ain't going to see in Joe's podcast. Me taking a nice big fat fucking dab. Oh, that's so good. Great. We're only 20 fucking 7 minutes in. Are you enjoying yourselves yet? I hope not. Fucking kidding. Kidding, I'm a comedian. I kid. I make jokes. Horrific jokes. Which I want to share one of my jokes with you guys tonight. It's great. I love this joke. I wrote it myself, obviously. I'm not going to share other people's jokes on here unless I just do it anyway. But I let you know it's somebody else's joke. I never take the credit. I always want to give the credit to the rightful person. That's why What is this, my 9th podcast? I never said once, please hit subscribe and like and view more of my content. I never said, hey, you've probably seen some of my videos before. You're probably going to watch a little more, so just hit subscribe button. I never said any of that. I'm not, like, looking for... It's cool to get more subscribers. Yes, that makes you more powerful YouTube channel and blah, 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 but I'm kind of not in it for the game of that. I just want to spread my thoughts and creativity and ambitions of what I want to do. I'm really hoping one of the biggest goals is that yes, it'd be great for the podcast to be popular and successful. And by the way, I'm going to go on that a little bit. Let's talk about that real quick. If my podcast, if Uniquely Brutal, the podcast of fine arts and farts. Sorry for me yelling. I just thought about this the other day and it really fucked with me. Uniquely Brutal, the podcast of fine arts and farts. Imagine 5 years from now. Even 10 years from now would be crazy. But 5 years from now, and it's super popular, super successful. Everyone's talking about it. I get invited on different podcasts and I do all this shit or whatever. If that happens, and I'm well talked about, Ben Davis, blah, 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 I'm going to have two feelings at once. I'm going to be super happy that that's happening. And I'm going to be super disappointed at the same time. I'm going to be happy, disappointed. Want to be happy, great. My podcast is doing great. I'm making income. I don't have to be a janitor anymore. Get that job out of there and do the things I love and like and get a nice, beautiful home. I don't want a big house, but a beautiful home with a beautiful greenhouse because I want an indoor tropical garden year-round. If I have that, then I know I'm doing good. I really don't care for more extravagant things. I don't care for big crazy cars and stuff like that. But I'd be very disappointed because, wow, Uniquely Brutal became popular. That podcast becoming extremely popular, globally even, is the proof that our world is becoming the movie Idiocracy. Seen that movie? Great fucking movie. I don't want our world to become that. I don't want our future to become that at all. Because well, it scares me because our future is becoming that. Everything is leading up to... Alright. There are two movies that it looks like our future is going to become. It's one of these two movies. For certain. One, it's going to become Idiocracy. Hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. It's going to be Idiocracy. And I'm betting it's that. Or two, it's going to be something even worse. Demolition Man. By the way, another great fucking movie. Sylvester Stallone, Sandra Bullock. And who else is in that? Rob Schneider! Yeah, he's in that movie too. Horrible future. I do not want that as the future. That's fucking bad. You get fined. Okay, in that movie, in that timeline, you get fined for swearing. You get fined for swearing. That means there's no more freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is no more. In that future of Demolition Man. That's what it's looking like right fucking now. I have jock itch. I'm not jacking it. That's what it's looking like right fucking now in this world. In our society. And for some reason, it's a little greatly pushed by the left. And here's the thing. I'm not anti-liberal at all. I have liberal friends I love. I have Republican friends I love. It's the extreme ones I don't like. The extreme motherfuckers. I like Republicans. I like Democrats. I don't give a fuck. I don't like extreme Republicans. I don't like radical Democrats. That's where it gets really fucking annoying. And the whole system itself, Republican, Democrat, it's like Bloods and Crips. It's like you're creating two factions that are going to divide us. It's stupid as fuck. That's why I'm neither. I'm not even libertarian. I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Do what you want as long as it doesn't affect anybody else. If you're a trans species, if you believe you're a horse, that's fine. Go be a horse. You're probably, it might be very good for your body. It might be very good health-wise because you're out there getting activity done and you're eating more grass, so you're getting more plant-based in your diet. Might be good for your body. That's not always the case, though. A lot of the times when somebody believes they're a horse, it can kind of greatly affect somebody else. But if you're not, go with it, man. Start a club. I don't care. And if you're hot, I don't care. I'll fuck you. I don't. I'll saddle up, man. I'm not into horseplay. Horseplaying. I haven't even dabbed yet, you ladies and folks. I'm so sorry. I'm a little too sober right now. I wonder what all my classmates think of me now that I graduated with. Yeah, this is how I'm doing. This is what I'm doing now. I hope you're enjoying it. Some of you are probably lawyers and doctors. I know Tyler's a doctor, probably. He's one of my very few, I'm going to say, I forgot his last name. One of very few friends, not even friends, just an acquaintance from school that I really enjoyed. Someone that, because I mostly have acquaintances at school. I don't really have a lot of friends from school. I have some. I got like maybe 5 people or 4 people I'm still friends with that I went to the same school with. Maybe. Definitely 3. 4. Maybe 5. I don't know. Joey, Tyler. Different Tyler, by the way. Daniel, Carter, Adam. Okay, it's 5 people. Okay. Alright, it's more than 5. I actually remember that. But I don't talk to them normally. I talk to Joey and Daniel normally the most these days. Sometimes Tyler a lot of times, but he's been married and having kids, and so he's been with his own life. You guys have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. I need the dab. I'm so sorry. So sober. I don't forgot what I was talking about. Anywho, I was making a good point, and then my brain completely derailed because I'm too sober, and I need to get back on the rail. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. All my classmates that I graduated with in 2012, the year the world ended. I wonder what they all think of me now. I don't care what you think of me. As long as you think, like, hey, Ben's happy, that's all that fucking matters. But I know not all of you are thinking that. I know some of you are thinking, like, oh my god, Ben has went down the horrible path. Look at him. Just making a fool out of him on the internet and talking about his artwork and farts and... All right, hold on. That's why they call it a spit guard. I just spit on it. Oh yeah, hold on. Huh. Oh. Oh, I sat in the smell. Yeah. Whew. Good thing this is a well-ventilated room. The smell gets sucked out pretty fast. You can't hotbox in here. In case you're wondering. That's why every time I smoke, the room never fills up with smoke. It gets sucked out instantly and gets pulled through the chimney and then blown outside, and then all the animals outside get high. And that's the circle of life. Sorry I'm taking a while. I'm so slow at this stuff, let me tell you. Oh. You know what I like is that some of you are utilizing this podcast to listen to while you're at work, to get through work. And let me tell you, if your job sucks, this podcast is amazing, isn't it? Isn't it? You just listen to me and let the hours melt away. And then you realize, oh, I'm done with work already, but I want to keep listening. I'm already on episode 6. And I just started 1 not too long ago. Got a loogie, hold on. Ah. I know I gotta shave. It's thick. So thick. So thick. Like my penis. I'm just kidding. It's thin. It's not thick. Hey, I'm humble, okay? I'm humble and I'm truthful about my dick size. 5.5 inches. Anywho, I'm gonna eat another grape. I know women, some, I don't know the exact number, prefer really big dicks. But ladies, let me give you an analogy. A cop's flashlight may be as big as a baton, but it's quite dim. But my pocket-sized LED flashlight, you could see from 3 miles away. Small dicks aren't that bad, okay? Actually and logically, and I've seen a lot of porn, black guys, black cock can never, they're so big, they can never get fully erected. Not really. I haven't seen one. Some I have, but they're not straight up. They're like, because so much blood. If all that blood was to go into there, that person would faint because they'd have not enough blood in their brain. Black guys just have big cock. What can I say? I'm European in my gene with a little bit of Mexican. I ain't got no big cock. I got just cock. Why am I talking about my dick? I don't know, but I said that loud enough hoping my mom would hear that. Why am I talking about dick? That's all she hears downstairs. Dick, dick, dick. A dick in one ear, a dick in the other ear. No, I'm just kidding. But I was offered to do a threesome. Damn it, my dab. Me, a guy, and a girl. No, I wasn't going to say me, a guy, another guy. No. No, me, guy, and a girl. She's going to be between us. And we're going to rotisserie chicken her. And we're going to Eiffel Tower, which is when she's both ends. Eiffel Tower is when you're at one end and he's at the other end, and you high-five each other. I don't think that's what the Eiffel Tower is. I think you make out. But we're not going to do that because we're straight. I am not fully straight. I got to say that right now. I am way more straight than anything, but I'm not fully straight. I want to say I'm as straight as a curve. But I present myself masculine because that's what I do. That's just how I am. My mind perceives me as a guy, even though I technically feel like a six-legged monster sometimes. You know, I understand the transgender community where they want to be what they feel, their mental projection. I get it. I don't feel human. I feel like that. I guess I would be a part of. I'm not going to be part of the group, but I am a part of that fucking. What's it called? Alkin or something? People that are trans species or some shit. Because let me tell you, I don't identify as a human. I feel like I'm a six-legged insect demigod or something, and I need to eat the flesh of the corrupted. So I'm basically like a fucking monster. That's what I identify as. Ain't that something? Something new you now know about me. I made a drawing of what I feel like. Do you want to see it? Let me pause it. I gotta be honest too with you. I paused this, I walked out, I got my sketchbook, I came back, and before I hit play, I can't show you these illustrations. I'm really sorry. They're going to greatly spoil the comic book I'm working on. I'm glad I thought of that before I went through, and I'm sorry to disappoint you. All I can say is that keep following me, keep watching my podcast if you actually want to buy and read my comic when it's out. I'm not even going to tell you the name of it yet. I've been working on this for a very, very, very long time, since I was a kid. And I've been perfecting it for a very long time. And it has now gotten to where I want it to be. Like, this is how I want the story to be. And I'm working on it at least really hard every week here and there. It's a very in-depth story. And I've finally gotten the nail on it like a few years ago. And I've just been hammering it deeper. And it's something that I'm very proud of. It's something that I want to turn into an animated series and then a kind of a big budget movie based off of the comic book. Not even based, it's a continuation of the comic book. Because you know they make film adaptations? This will not be yes, it will be a film adaptation for sure, but it is a continuation of the same fucking story, the same characters from the book. So it's continuing. There is nothing's changed. Nothing's gonna we're gonna change this for the plot, for the movie, the studio. No. None of that shit's gonna happen. It is a continuation. Just like, a great example. The Dark Crystal Netflix series. That was a continuation of the original movie. That's fantastic. That series is amazing. It's really cool. It's really... I don't know if my mic is picking that up because my ass is not right to the spit guard. I don't want it there because my lips are here, and then I'd be like, and then my eyes, and then I get pink eye. Anywho, fuck you. Get over there. So, the book I'm working on is basically a sci-fi horror. And it's got other elements in it as well, but to its core, it's a fucking sci-fi horror. It's a monster show. I want to turn it into a monster movie. I want very cool practical effects, very little CGI. I want very little fucking CGI. I want it to look real. I want the cameras to be looking at something that's real, that's not digitally rendered. I want the backgrounds digitally rendered. That's what you do when you make awesome movies. Make all the characters real, very, very little CGI characters as possible, and work your CGI into the backgrounds to make that look cool and make it not look like a green screen. That's what you gotta do to make these movies look awesome. That's why, dude, The Dark Crystal's fucking amazing. It's really cool. And that's what I want to do that with this movie I want to make. I can't tell you much about it, but all I can say is it's a really cool horror movie about giant bugs, but it goes way fucking deeper than that. But that's the gist of it. Giant fucking bugs. It's an insect horror movie. Ultimately. I mean, I want something to be of the tagline of the movie, this summer, experience the ultimate six-legged horror. Oh, that'd be so cool. And it is an action movie too. It's got action sequences in it for sure, but it's not like explosions, firing. It's not like a Michael Bay movie. Do not think like that. Oh my god. Think of like maybe like Avatar mixed with Mad Max, mixed with Starship Troopers. Yeah, that sounds fucking cool. That sounds like a great fucking movie. I want to see that. Yeah, it's awesome. And my book is really interesting, even though it's not out yet. And it won't be for probably a few years, because when you're the only one working on a comic book, when you're the author and you're doing all of the illustrations, that's going to take a while. And I'm both. I'm the author and illustrator. There's a lot of fucking work to go by. I lied. I'm not constantly drawing because I'm working on other projects too, but I'm constantly innovating on it in some way on this project, whether it's drawing or writing or just jotting down notes, you know? But god damn it, I want to make this into a movie so badly. Before that, I want it to be an animated series so it can get a huge fan base following behind it. So when the movie trailer comes out, people are going to freak out. And the people that aren't fans are going to go, I think I've seen that cover of the book on a shelf before, but I don't know what it's about. But this trailer looks so fucking cool. I want to read the book now. And then they read the book, and they're like, oh my gosh, I want to see the movie. And then they see the movie, and then all the fans and the people and newly fans see the movie together, and they're like, holy shit. Written and directed by me, motherfucker. By this crazy asshole. Not an asshole. Sometimes I can be, though. But that'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. Just imagine, imagine years from now, you've been watching me as a crazy lunatic, just spewing out whatever the fuck's in my brain, whatever's in my frontal lobe, onto the camera, into this webcam, so I can just fucking share it across the whole internet, the whole ether of the fucking globe, and then you see me make a movie. And not only it's a movie, it's like not a very goofy one, actually. A very intelligent one. It's got goofy parts in it for sure. I mean, I want to load my movie. In fact, most movies I do, I want to load them with Your Mom's House references. I'd love to do that. That'd be fucking hilarious. Where you see some characters walking, and then you see like on a brick wall graffiti that says like YMH, or it says 2395, or there's some guy typing on a code, and he's like, oh, he's at Wagner apartment, or something like that. Just all references from the podcast Your Mom's House. That'd be fucking hilarious, because it's all inside jokes, almost. And people that are Your Mom's House fans will love this movie and go, oh my gosh, the director's clearly a fan of Your Mom's House, which I clearly am. I mean, Jesus, my fucking podcast is kind of greatly influenced by Your Mom's House. Look at the title. Uniquely Brutal. The podcast of fine arts and farts. I know I'm crazy. Good grape. Such a good grape. I'm really sorry. I really kind of don't have any artwork to show to you this episode. It's just me spewing out whatever the fuck's going on in my brain. I know. I gotta paint my background. I gotta paint my logo and stuff there. That the title, Uniquely Brutal. Right here. Right here. A big old dick. No. I'm not going to do a dick, but just Uniquely Brutal will be awesome. And the other thing I gotta fucking start doing is doing like an Etsy or some sort of online shipping thing or something, because I'm making artwork and I have never, ever, I'm embarrassed to say this, I've never shipped any of my artwork. Not once. Not for profit. Not to sell. I've shipped art to my grandma, but that was a gift. I've never shipped anything and got money in return. I never shipped anything and received money in my PayPal. And I want to do that because I know I should. There's a lot of people like fucking, you got Postmates or fucking ShipStation or whatever. You got all these great apps that are helping young and small businesses and family-owned businesses to get more into the online portion of their business and to sell online. That's what I need to do. I'm constantly making shit, and I know it would sell online. I'm making cool epoxy pendants and cool epoxy ashtrays and ash catchers, ash collectors, really cool pendants, really cool, I mean, fucking lots of different shit. It's awesome. I go around, man. I make really cool tiny sceneries with hills and lakes and little rivers and waterfalls that run through them with all sorts of trees and cute little wildlife. And I sometimes put a little Bigfoot that's hiding in the trees. So it's like, where's Waldo, but where's Sasquatch? Can you find Gigantopithecus? I need a dab. I'm so sorry. I've been off-putting this dab for like 20 minutes. Okay. You're gonna set this back, hold on. I suppose I can set this right here. There we go. Oh, I never even shared the joke that I wrote. Okay, I love this joke. You ready? You know, everybody has that epiphany in them when they reach a certain age and they realize, oh, I'm getting old. Like the mother who is helping her daughter braid her hair, and she's like, I remember the time my mother braided my hair. Oh, I'm just feeling old. You know when my time happened, that happened to me recently, where something happened to me and where I went, oh God, I'm old. I'm getting old. And that happens when you realize you're getting old, when you're looking through your yearbook and you realize a lot of these fuckers are dead. Not only they're dead, you look through and you make a list of all things they've died on. Automobile accident, suicide, drug overdose, automobile accident, suicide, 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 suicide. There's a lot of fucking suicides in here. Suicide, 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 and hippo. That's an authentic Ben Davis joke. Cheers. Oh no. That's not. I did that wrong. I gotta stop talking to the camera when I'm torching the nail. Because when I put my dab in there, I can tell, like, that's too fucking hot. I put it in a little too soon. It burned it. I got a little burnt shit. Hold on. Yeah, that's burnt. See what I mean? You can't do this shit in Singapore. No offense. want to visit Singapore so bad someday. I hear the food is amazing. But I prefer to go when they're not executing people for pure possession of marijuana. Other than that, it's a fucking beautiful country. Such a beautiful country. I have to do that again because I fucked up. See, ladies and gents, kids, for those of you that don't know, when you're dabbing, especially this way, this is the traditional way of dabbing. Before that, it was like knife hits. Being careful not to shart right now. When you heat up the nail, which is this titanium domeless nail, and you have it get orange or whatever, everyone does it differently. You have to turn the torch off and wait for the orangeness to go away. And after I see that it's gone, I normally count for like 5 seconds. Some people more, some people less. Some people dab it as soon as the orange goes away. I usually do it 5 seconds, that it just burns it the perfect temperature. If you do it too soon, it can burn it. And it's burning the CBD and THC, and you're just getting fucking burnt shit in your lungs, and it tastes nasty. And it doesn't get you very high, but it can give you a headache. I'm not even coughing because of the THC. The hit kind of burned the throat a little bit, so that's why I'm coughing. Oh yeah, so it's another Tuesday. Another Tuesday, gonna make more stuff after this camera turns off. I gotta cough again, goddammit. I'm gonna pause this next dab hit because I'm coughing way too much and I need to be coherent so you guys can see me. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna keep playing. You guys can watch me the whole time. You know what? Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. One day I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna have all these scalpels and shit, and I'm just gonna do open heart surgery on myself and watch on my screen like, just keep watching, it's okay, it's okay, it's doing good, it's good. That was so stupid. Fun podcast, ain't it? Oh, fuck. Jesus. Oh, here I go again. As you can tell, I'm not the best influence. That's why every time I upload one of these videos, I click for not made for kids. Sure, as you can tell, my channel's not made for kids. All the diarrhea, humor, and whatnot. Take 2. Do it better this time. Oh, I haven't had sushi this year yet. That is some bullshit. COVID has fucked up things so bad that I've not had sushi this year yet. A lot of restaurants are not having the foods they normally would have. But because due to COVID, they don't have it. I don't make sense, I know. Even though I fucked up that first hit, it still kind of blasted my brain a bit. So here we go again. Okay. Don't distract me! Don't. I'm gonna do it right this time. A boo ba boom, a boo ba boom, a boo ba boom, boom boom ba boom, a boing ba boing, boing boing ba boing ba boing, boing boing ba boing ba boing, ba ba boing ba boing ba boing, ba da ba boing ba boing boing ba da da da, ba da 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 ba boing 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 boing, ba boing ba boing boing boing. By the way, that's how I sing to my dragons when I put them to sleep. Well, specifically Mike, my male dragon. He likes it. He melts into my hand when I do it. That's more like it. Don't do drugs, kids. The show is called Uniquely Brutal. Yes, I am circumcised. And no, it isn't ruined. Yesterday, my shit was teal. I gotta stop eating blue green freezy pops at night. God, I'm sweating now. Oh, God. Ugh. What are we at? Oh, 1 hour and 3 minutes, yay. Or 2, I don't know. I don't have my glasses on. Oh, God. It's been a good day. I got stuff done. Oh, my God. Woo! Yeah, it's been good. Doesn't this look like a dick with an infection? That's what I thought too. Oh, man. I want to share some comedy with you that I wrote. Just I'm pawing at the fucking screen. At the camera. Oh. My fucking snot is running. No, wait. Oh my gosh. It's past midnight, right? 12:29. Yep. One more time, hold on. My parents must be so proud of me. It's horrible, I know. Look, hey man, everybody's got to start somewhere. I'm just fucking coughing my ass off and talking crazy nonsense from the basement. You got to start somewhere, you know? Everybody does. Everybody's got a weird starting point, you know? Some people were molested by their dads. Some people, you know, fell dick first onto a cactus, you know? Everyone's got their different story. I made those up. Those are not from anybody I know personally. That I know of. So, and I showered too, and I'm already fucking stinking. Oh. Well, you know, sweat has your smell in it. Or something like that. I really don't know. Oh. No. No. I barely shared any farts, man. Alright. Well, I got some stuff for you. Oh boy, do I. So this is when I got home. Right after I got home. It was like 3 in a row. Here they are. No, that's not it. There's the second one. There's number 3. Funny. And this is the one at work today I love so much. Took a monster shit out of after that one. What's this one? Goody, right? I gotta listen to that again. Hold on. Another fart after that?
This is Ben here. I thought I'd record a nice good one for the podcast coming Tuesday, so enjoy. Hope you enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it, Ben. Thank you. Oh, are there any others? What do we got here? God damn it.
This is fucking hilarious.
Anything else? Nope, that's it. Those are the farts from the week, man, dude. It's only when I had more farts, by the way. I had other ones that I didn't record. That's just when I have my camera and my phone ready. Sometimes I'm not ready, man. Sometimes my phone's not near me. Sometimes it's the middle of the night where I just kind of am half awake. But, and I just, let it out. And I don't think about it. And I'm like, oh no. But there are times I'm there and I go, I grab the phone right next to me while I'm in bed. And I, just release a big one, you know? I'm not always lucky. We're, all of us as a human species, we're not always lucky. We fuck up. We make mistakes, don't we? Collectively. We're not perfect species. We're not a perfect animal. We're not a perfect organism. We are correcting ourselves at every path and every step of the way. We can only do the best that we can currently. I don't know why I started talking like that, but it's funny. Unlike Poindexter. Nah, no. Anywho, oh yeah, I wanted to read you some things, some thingies that I wrote. Hallelujah. Okay. Where is it? Where the fuck are ye? Okay, here we go. No, I'm not ready. Hold on. Okay. Get yourself in the mindset for something horrifying, okay? This is going to be very disturbing. And this is one of my certain poems of famous people from pop culture. Some of y'all listening to this probably heard this before. Have seen it on my Instagram. Or Facebook, I think. I think I've written it there as well. I don't actually think I did write in this particular one because it's so fucking juicy. It's bad. Just know that. It's going to offend you. Probably. It's really bad. It's really fucking bad. But just know, I'm a comedian, and comedians write jokes. No matter how bad you think they are jokes. And this one's going to get under your skin. Get ready. It's really fucked up. To get in character. For all the kids, I'm such a delight. And all the older boys I don't let out of my sight. I'm fun for all the children and adults alike. I really do make them laugh. And with my independent construction company, I really have paved a big path. At day I happily drive around from place to place. At night I love to show certain people to my crawl space. I have 2 jobs. One of them has a van with a lovely logo. The other job, I bring laughter to kids, and my stage name is Pogo. I love to invite younger men over to my house and get a little frisky. However, I can't be too hasty. Oh, I forgot to tell you, my real name is John Wayne Gacy. Ah! Oh, I feel weird every time I read my own shit sometimes. Yes, I wrote a really cool guy, nurse. Isn't John Wayne Gacy a cool guy? Oh, for those of you that don't know him, just fucking look him up. Just look him up and enjoy the horrendous nightmares. Yeah, it's a serial killer nursery rhyme. And I plan to work on more. I've only written a few. I want to do a lot more. But the trouble is that I know a lot about serial killers because I'm fascinated by them. Not a lot of people are. And in general, some people wouldn't know who these serial killers are. Because that's the point of the punchline, is that, like, oh, like, if you don't know the serial killer, then the whole joke is kind of meaningless. You know? So it doesn't apply to everybody. It's not going to work with everybody, if you think about it. You know? Just think about comedy. Doing stand-up, humor. It's tricky. It really is. It depends on, you know, the setting, what kind of people you're dealing with, or whatever the fuck. Just like all comedies, do not grab everybody. But they grab some. They have their own particular audience. Some have a wide universal audience. You know? Some comedies are like, oh, that's well liked. Like, for example, alright. There's all sorts of raunchy, adult, very inappropriate, like, very, like, oh, that's very, like, an R-rated, swear, like, oh my gosh, explicit movies, comedy movies like that, right? But there's like a handful of them that are universally liked. The other ones are only going to be liked by certain groups of people. Like, for example, what's a good fucking movie? It's an example of an R-rated that everyone fucking likes. And this goes for everything. Kids movies, fucking animated feature films, blah, blah, blah. Animated feature kids movies. Give me an example. Pineapple Express. Great. I need to choose an example that both don't have Seth Rogen in them. Because Seth Rogen was in them. Okay. Fuck. The first Hangover movie. Okay. The first Hangover movie? Imagine. Actually, don't imagine. I don't know why I said that. The first Hangover movie is well universally liked. When that came out, a lot of people fucking loved that movie. It was great. Did awesome in the box office. Did great. It's a movie everyone pretty much agrees that's an awesome, hilarious movie. It's a very funny comedy. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. I'm really sweaty between my legs. Holy shit! Anywho. And there's this another comedy that I particularly like. I love it. It's actually a really good movie. You should check it out as well. However, when it came out, it didn't do so good in the box office. It didn't do so well in, I think overall the ratings, it was well liked, but it's like, by the way, the movie I'm talking about is Zack and Miri Make a Porno. That's a really good movie that's directed by Kevin Smith. It's a fantastic movie, actually. It's a fun, it's a rom-com, but a really raunchy one. It's like, whoa, this is pretty, yeah. But it's, yeah, I mean, you can tell by the title, fucking Zack and Miri Make a Porno. Yeah, the pornographic things for sure it's going to happen. But it wasn't overall well received for some reason. Well, it just had a certain small fan base. Even up to this day, it's a movie a lot of people don't know about. But everyone knows about the other movie I just named, which I just forgot. I'm having Alzheimer's. What was the first new movie I just named? Holy shit. The Hangover. People still talk about the first Hangover to this day. I never heard a single person outside of what I know of talk about, oh, I love Zack and Miri. That was great. I don't think so. Hangover, virtually everybody likes that. So, I don't know why I got on this tangent, but yeah. A certain kind of comedy is not going to be for everybody. My comedy is not going to be for everybody. Might be for you. Might be for you. But it's not for some people. I mean, I think I told this story before. This is hilarious. I was vending at Farmer's Market, which is every Thursday. Downtown Charlotte. You should check it out. I'll be there. I mean, it's nothing big. It's Farmer's Market. It's just, simple. Farmer's Market. But I saw my art there. And my grandma's hats. And lots of other cool, neat shit. My art, grandma's hats. There you go. Sometimes I have produce. Mostly not. When I say produce, I have like a couple bundles of tomatoes. Maybe some kale. Simple shit. What the fuck was I talking about? What was I talking about? Frozen custard? No. It was before Farmer's Market. See, my brain goes off on tangents. Oh yeah, I remember. I was at Farmer's Market, I remember now. And some friends visited. It was 3 people. 2 of them I knew. The other person I didn't know. But I always practiced my humor at Farmer's Market. Here's the other thing. I've never been able to practice on stage. I want to be a stand-up comedy, but I want to be a stand-up comic. But I've never been able to practice on stage because, I live in Charlotte. It's a fucking small town. There's no comedy clubs nearby. The closest one is in Lansing, and that's like a half-hour drive. And I don't have a license. I don't have a car. I don't drive. I need to make a date and find something to go out there. But because of COVID, there hasn't been any comedy actually, I don't think, open or something. I don't know. It sucks. I don't know. I got to look it up. But I practice a lot of my humor at farmer's market on people that just... And I do it on everybody. I got jokes for adults, for kids. I go through it, man. And it's fun. And one time, there was a few friends came up. Again, 2 of them I didn't know. 1 of them didn't know too well. And I just go into it and tell them the humor. And I go, and these are adults, so I can go hard, you know, go X-rated. And I'm going into the diarrhea jokes and shit like that. And they're laughing. 2 of them are. 2 of them are laughing. One of them, the one girl I don't know too much, she's repulsed. She's kind of looking down. She kind of can't make eye contact with me. She's not enjoying this humor, and she thinks I'm disgusting. And she's like, ugh, this fucking good. Ugh. She's just not enjoying it. Doesn't want to. Definitely, she's like the one who's like, okay, on a blind date, she would never like, don't want to go on that date with that guy again. But my 2 friends that were laughing and enjoying it, that's the kind of audience I'm looking for. The girl that was repulsed, she can be repulsed. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be repulsed by your stuff. You're not my audience. You're not who I'm trying to make laugh. Your friends are. Please go fuck yourself. Go out. Well, just kidding. Don't go fuck yourself. But no. If you're not into my humor, you're not into my humor. That's fine. That's okay. I'm not into a lot of people's humor. I'm not into Nikki Glazier's humor. Sorry, she doesn't make me laugh. I don't hate her. Not into Whitney Cummings' humor. Not saying she's a bad comic. She's an excellent joke writer. Whitney, if you know Whitney Cummings, excellent writer. I'm just not into the humor. Not into it. It doesn't make me laugh. It's well written, but it's like, it's not what I'm looking for. I love shit like fucking like Jim Norton. I love X-rated shit like that. I like Bert Kreischer is funny, but he's not one of my favorite ones because I like Joey Diaz. I love Joey Diaz. He's fucking hardcore. Tom Segura's great too, but I fucking love like God damn it, who has a good... Oh, you know who's fucking great? Believe it or not, Kevin Smith. And I don't think he writes his material. He just goes on stage, just fucking talks his ass off. He's high as fuck, and he can fucking make people laugh that way. That's what it sounds like. I don't know why I'm going on this weird tangent, but this is an whole episode with no art and farts only. Oh my gosh. I don't even have any artwork to show you. Okay, well, I got something to show you. I pinned up a cockroach because... You know what I do? I raise dubious cockroaches. And when they... Just a few at a time. And when they die of old age, I pin their bodies like this. And I make cool coasters out of them. Or ashtrays or other things. I can make a cool weed rolling tray or something. With these cool roaches. I do lots of neat stuff with them. This jock itch is bad. It's really bad. Oh yeah. Fucking bad jock itch. But yeah, it's a cool roach. Dubious roach. They don't get any bigger than that. That's a male. Only the males got the wings. Females do not. Well, hour, 23 minutes, 36 seconds. I think it's been a good cast. Just been talking and coughing my guts out earlier. I'm sorry about earlier. I'm sorry I had to see that. Oh my gosh. I was sweating like a motherfucker. But now, I'm high as balls. I'm going to get a lot of work done tonight. Probably do some video editing. And edit one of my weird fucking videos together. So, I hope you enjoyed Uniquely Brutal. This weird fucking cast. Don't know what it's going to become, but it's going to become something. And I'm going to keep going with it. It's like when you raise, you know what? I'm not even going to go there. Something about raising a mentally challenged person. They're like, fuck, they're mentally challenged, but I'm going to keep you alive. Let's do this. I'm going to turn you into something. By the way, not disparaging those who have mentally challenged children. I am mentally challenged myself, okay? My parents have to deal with me. I basically can't move out of the house. I can't live, I cannot support myself on my own. I can't do my own taxes. I am mentally challenged. So, you know what? I'm in the kind of similar boat you are. Or at least your kids are in. So, have a great day. It's been awesome. I don't have a way of ending these things. Like, I don't say, like, a certain thing or anything. I don't need a catchphrase, do I? Does it matter? Does it? I don't know. I'm gonna go have diarrhea. Bye-bye.